Hey YouTube, Samix Plays here, and today we are going to be unlocking Luna. This is going to be my first Descendant guide, normal Descendant guide. Usually I would do the ultimates, however I've gotten some requests to start doing the unlocks for the normal character, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to categorize it on my channel. That way everybody that's looking for a certain character can find it. Ideally at the end of unlocking all of the Descendants in the game, you'll be able to just go to my channel and be able to find any character that you're looking for. So that's basically the goal here. So I am going to start doing the normal Descendants, and then after that we'll do the weapons. So as per usual, I am going to show you where to get each material, and then I'm also going to break down your pattern options, and it's going to be different method for each account because different methods are going to have different chances of containing something that you might not have. For example, if you're going for the enhanced cells, you have two options to do a special operations to try and get ultimate Viesa. The other option is going to be doing a mission, and that piece contains ultimate bunny. So it kind of is going to change depending on what you're going for, but don't worry, I'm going to break it down, give you all the percentages. That way, as always, you can make a educated decision on which one you want to go for. So the first thing that we are going to do, as always in these videos, is cover the blue mats. You will have a lot of these, but if you don't, I got you covered. We are going to teleport to Echo Swamp, and we're going to go to the Derelict Covert, and we're just going to run around and scan the area. I forgot to set it to private, but that's okay. We're going to look for these munition boxes. You can tell by these icons, these white icons over here, and you're just going to come over here and loot the boxes. And see how we got a different material than what we were going for? It is going to be RNG on which one you get. You can also come over here and break these boxes. And there we go, we got silicon right there. And that's how you're going to do the blue mat. Next up, we're going to do the carbon crystals. We're going to teleport to Hagios, and I like going down here to the forward base. We are going to run around the map and scan and go up here and loot these boxes. And there you go, you got some carbon crystals there. Then we are moving on to the pure energy residue. This is going to be the bolts. You are going to want to have Enzo for this one. He does give you extra materials, so we're going to teleport to... I like going to somewhere small on the map for these. I'm going to go to the Aurora Forest down here, and we're going to change to Enzo. And we're going to turn our audio on for this. I do want to just let y'all hear this for a second. I wanted to go over Luna's specific music when you are playing her. It will play special music in the background.
Are you ready?
Then you can just kind of... You know, you just kind of jam out. Yup. You know, and then just, you know, you kind of just jamming, chilling, and, you know, doing your thing. You know, so yeah, that's, just wanted to show that real quick. Kind of a banger, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, we need to change to Enzo. Alright, after you change to Enzo, you're just gonna run around the map and scan until you hear a beep. Alright, so this beep is going to mean that you are near a vault, but you're not looking in the correct direction. This beep means you are looking in the right direction. So we're gonna follow the beeping, and it looks like it's over here. It is gonna get louder the closer you get, and there you go.
The Magisters
Then we're
have
just
set
gonna
codes
hack
that are
it.
Too easy.
And you just gotta match up the green with whatever button it tells you. It's either left click or right click. And it does change, by the way, if there are multiples, and there you go, that's how you do that. Keep in mind, to do the bolts, you will need to have materials to open them. So you're either gonna get what's called breakers in hard mode, which you can also tell it will show you if you scroll over the material, can only be unlocked in hard difficulty fields. And then you also have analyzers, which these ones are gonna be used in normal. So based on whichever ones you have, you can use just whatever you have, and you will be good to go. go. You pretty much have a chance of getting them to drop like anywhere, but a really good spot that I recommend always in my videos is the anticipated ambush point. These drop a lot of them. The missions are extremely quick. If you have a built up Valby or Bunny, you can finish the mission in like 20 seconds, and you would just keep rinse and repeating, and you will get some breakers after farming it. All right, then we are going to be moving on to the enhanced cells. So this one is going to come down to personal preference. So this first one here is going to have a 38% drop rate. It's going to be pattern 17 mutant, and this method would be to, if you were also trying to farm for ultimate bunny, because it does have a 3% drop on a ultimate bunny piece, whereas this one, it shares the same percent rate, it has a 38% as well, and this one is going to have the ultimate Viesa piece in it. However, this one is going to be locked behind a special operations, which takes quite a bit to complete, and it's only a chance to get one of those patterns. I recommend doing this option because we would just have to clear out the normal version of the shelter, and those missions can be done really quickly, especially if you are geared up. Now, your other option here is going to be the hard mission. Just ignore this one. It's a 10% drop rate. Do not do this one. Your choices are going to be here. This is going to be for special operations, and this is going to be to just get as many mats as possible, and it also gives you a 100% chance. So I'm going to show you how quick a shelter run is. You are going to go over here to the shelter and normal, and we're just going to equip our most powerful Descendant, which in this case is going to be Bunny, because she is just extremely efficient at clearing dungeons really quickly. And you'll go ahead and start a private operation or public, depending on whatever you want to do. And you're just going to run through the mission as fast as possible. The goal here is just to do it as fast as you can so you can start building up those mats. It is a 38% drop rate, so you should only need to do this a few times. You're just going to start up this machine, kill this guy, and then we just go up here, clear out all the ads, and then you can move on. Same thing here, we're going to clear them out, start this machine, yank the thingy out, then you're going to sit in this circle, which kind of sucks because it's like time gating you, but it is what it is. You have to do this. Make sure you put on some weapons that you're trying to level up, so you are getting that weapon proficiency XP while you're doing this. That way you're at least getting like a multi-farming for like multiple things at once. Then you're going to go run over here, same thing, you're just going to kill these ads, run out the door, and then Greg is going to show up, or rather his clone, Greg. I hate that guy. All my homies hate Greg. Grip up here. Once again, we kill the ads, and a boss is going to come out of this door. Get out here and fight me, coward. Alright, then you're just going to nuke this guy, and you come over here and interact with the wall, and you're done. So it's going to take you about 4 minutes a run. Could be a little quicker, but generally 4 minutes a run, you'll get an amorph pattern. As you can see here, you can see at the bottom, it contains those enhanced cells as well as a 3% chance for the ultimate bunny spiral catalyst. You can probably do this like 2 or 3 times just to be safe, and then you would go fight the boss. And for this boss, you would fight Executioner. And that's going to be this one right here. You are going to do it on normal. You should be able to kill this guy by now. And it's going to be this one up here. You're going to wait for him to come down, and then you're going to make him ever regret that he was born. And you're just going to nuke him, and that's pretty much it. Obviously, this is a normal boss, so I'm going to kill him really quickly. It might take you a little bit longer depending on how geared you are, how far into the game you are, but then you would just come over here, open the reconstructed device. That's going to be this one right here, and then we will roll it. And I swear if I get this 3% bunny piece, I'm going to be mad because it took me a few tries, times like 50 to get that piece. Don't you do it. Yes, you don't you do it. Okay. Hey, nice. Crystallization catalyst. I will take that. We will need those forever, but that's how you would do that. And then after that, we're going to move on to the Flectorite. So let's go ahead and teleport to the White Knight Gulch, and we will go to the hatchery. Then you're just going to scan and try and get that Flectorite. There we go. One try. We got it. And that's how you would do that. The blue mats are extremely easy. You can teleport anywhere you want on this map. It doesn't really matter. It just has to be somewhere in the White Knight Gulch, and you would just keep running around opening those containers. And then we're going to move on to the Hellion. That's going to be in the fortress, and I am going to go ahead and go to the defense line. You're just gonna run around and scan, same thing, and give me Hellion. Come on, dude. Right here, right now. Boom. Damn. Boom. Damn it. Alright, so as I said, you are going to think about your life choices and start to run over here and cry because now you have to run around the map to look for more. Boom. There we go. We got some Hellion there. Anyways, you guys get the idea. You can break the boxes and loot the ammunition things, and you will get it from that, and you're good to go. Then we are going to go to the highly concentrated energy residue. This is going to yet again be another Volt mat. Keep in mind, you can get these from mission monsters. However, I am going to do the Volt method just because I think it's more optimal. So I'm going to teleport to Hagios, and I am going to go to the Dune base. I try and pick small area, like let's see, what's the smallest area here? Actually, you know what, let's go to the forward base. Then we're gonna change to Enzo, turn our audio back on, and we're gonna run around the map and scan. It seems like we're close to one. It's probably gonna be on the other side here, and we're just gonna follow the beeping, and here we go.
Codes of this level are child's play.
And there we go, we got some energy residue, so that's how you're gonna do that. Very easy. The annoying part is just finding them. Alright, next up we are going to move on to the Luna Stabilizer blueprint. So the drop rates are going to be as follows. The Hard Dead Bride pattern 68 is going to be 32%. The Void Reactor in normal is going to be 6%, so we're going to ignore this one. And the other option is going to be another fusion reactor, and this is going to be pattern 98, and that is going to be a 10% as well. So what we're going to do is the top option, since it has the highest percent drop rate. However, if you cannot down Hard Dead Bride, you can absolutely do one of these two options. It's just going to be a little less efficient. So assuming that you can down Dead Bride, what we're going to do is we are going to go do a run of the Unknown Labratory. This is going to be in hard mode, so you will need to be in hard mode to do this. As I said, if you are not strong enough to do this yet, you can do the other two options. However, it's just going to be a smaller percent drop rate. So we're going to teleport to the classified area. You can queue this up from Albion, by the way, but I'm just running over there just to show you guys. Just gonna go up top here and then go over here. You can also go around and unlock this teleporter while you're over here. I forgot to unlock it, but it's right there, right next to it. All right, and then you're gonna come over here to the Unknown Labratory, and you're gonna queue it up. If you can see over here, it is going to drop the 32% Luna Stabilizer blueprint. You do have to be in hard mode for this. It also drops the Ultimate Glay Code. So if you're multi-farming, this is a really good option, and you want to try and get high scores over here because it guarantees you a second one. Always good for farming. And you also get a 20% shape stabilizer. So if I go down here and I click on all of these, it'll only give me a 150% kill score. However, if I re-roll it, now I can get a higher kill score. However, keep in mind these do sometimes have like grappling hook disabled, jump disabled, things like that. I do not like those in missions because a lot of the missions you will need to have to be able to like grapple hook or jump. For instance, I tried to do a run before this. I checked all the things. It disabled my grappling hook and I could not complete the mission. In my opinion, I do not think that should be a thing. If the mission requires a grappling hook, I should never have the option to disable my grappling hook, but it is what it is. So try and look out for that. Try not to roll the ones that have this one right here, the grappling hook disabled or the jump disabled, because a lot of the times you will need those. Alright, then you're just going to start the mission. If you don't want to add modifiers, that's perfectly fine. You can just start a public lobby. If you're struggling to solo it, that's totally cool. You're just going to run through the mission, kill the ads. Try and kill as many as possible because you are trying to get a high score in these. It will increase your chances to get 2 Apemorph materials and make your farm quicker. And if you are on someone like Bunny, do not forget to equip a weapon that you are trying to level up. That way you can be optimal and be farming for like 3 things at once while trying to level up your weapon proficiency and things like that. You're going to clear out these ads, and this elite's going to spawn with the marker on top of his head, and he is going to drop a bomb, and you're just going to pick this up, and you're just going to place it in the machine. Then you're going to come over here, and this is where it's going to time gate you, so you have to stand in this circle for probably about like a minute and a half. And if you're playing with somebody like a Bunny, you can just run around in a circle like so, or just roll around, whichever you prefer. Just make sure to stay in the circle so you can get through this part as quick as possible. Then you're going to make it up to this point and you're just going to grapple across. This is why I had to restart last time because I rolled grapple hook disabled. How am I supposed to do this without a grapple hook? I try to like jump up here and then jump up there. I just couldn't do it. So that's why I said be careful when you are doing those re-rolls to try and get a higher score, because some missions you will need to have that grappling hook. If y'all do know how to do it without a grappling hook though, let me know, but I could not find out how to do it. Then you're just going to go down here and you are going to fight the boss after you clear out these ads. So here we go. It's going to be this guy, Alzaroki the Loyalist, and he is just going to shoot the rockets at you like perma. He shoots them a lot, but you can just hide behind cover right here, and he won't be able to hit you, so you can kind of just cheese him. Now, this guy will give you trouble if you're not that built up yet, so again, you can go into a public lobby and 4-man it if you need to. Phase 2, he is going to spawn these ads. Keep in mind, if you do die, it will not reset them. It will teleport you back up there, and you will have to do this again. So you do have to play it kind of safe. You're kind of just hoping for some red orbs to drop from his ads. Just take cover when he shoots at you like this, because see how long he shoots that thing for? Like a ridiculous amount. Then you're just going to kill him. And that's the mission. Then after that, you're going to fight Hard Dead Bride. It is going to be this pattern over here with the Luna Stabilizer in it. It's going to be, as I said, 68 mutant. Depending how far you are in the game, you might not be able to do this. So as I said, if you cannot fight these hard bosses, you can absolutely just go do the other two options. Even though it's lower drop rate, you might be able to do those instead. I usually solo my bosses because they get way stronger with a group, but if you can't solo it, you can try doing it in a group and however you'd like to do it. You're just going to start by shooting her weak points. Just take her armor off. Alright, here she's going to go immune, and you want to shoot these little red things right here. She's going to do this ice dome. You're just going to want to run out of it. She should teleport to you if you're farther away. That's good. She spawned these because now I want to get some health, and you're just going to shoot the red things on her arm. After that, she'll be vulnerable, so we're just going to run in there and nuke her. And then you can shoot this piece on her chest. It's kind of hard to see. Let's shoot out her right armor first. There we go. And then we'll shoot her chest. And she's going to go immune again. Same thing. You're just going to kill the things on her arm. I'm going to be greedy here and die, but I have 3 tries, so it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Then she should teleport to me. There we go. Shot out her arm again, and then now just shoot her chest. That's her other weak point. And it's pretty much GG from here after you break all her weak points. And then, yeah, you just down her. I know a lot of people aren't going to be able to do this yet if you're not that far in the game and you haven't fully catalyzed your Descendant or weapon that you're trying to use. I totally get it. If you are wanting to see my build, I will show you. This is my Thundercage build. I'm sure there's a better build out there. I'm not saying by any means that this is the best Thundercage build. I'm just showing you what I'm using. And for my bunny build, this isn't even complete yet. Like, I just kind of threw this on. It doesn't really matter. But this is what I'm using. Again, probably not the like best insane bunny build out there, but just so you guys can kind of see what I'm rolling with. Because I always get asked like, oh, what's your build? What's your build? So figured I'd show it this time. And you're just going to come over here and use the reconstructed device. And let's see. It's actually good. We're getting a lot of crystallization catalysts today, but that's how you would do that. You would just roll it and hope you get the Luna piece, and that's going to be a 32% chance. Now, again, if you can't fight Dead Bride, what you would do is the next best option would be this outpost right here, which would be pattern 98. And you would go over here to the White Knight Gulch, and you would use Sharon to like run in there. You would stealth in, and you would hack this outpost and see how it drops the 98 mutant pattern. You don't have to hack this one with Sharon, but I always do just because it gives you like extra rewards and more amorph materials. But for this one specifically, it looks like you don't have to hack it, so you could just run in there with whatever Descendant and just nuke the outpost. And then once you get pattern 98, you could come over here, and then you would have to have those inorganic and polymer shards, and you would just fight this boss. In this video, I am not going to show this method because I do not want this to be like an 1.5 hour long video, but if you did want to hack the outpost, if you are not able to kill Dead Bride, this is how you would do it. You know what, actually let's go ahead and show it, because I know a lot of people can't down Dead Bride, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do it. Alright, we're going to teleport over here to the mountaintops, and then we are going to change to Sharon. Again, you don't have to use Sharon. I am just doing it because I like hacking the outpost for extra extra chance at stabilizers and materials. Keep in mind this outpost does have a lot of mobs that spawn, so you will need to have a good gun. My recommendation would be Thundercage. You should have a few of those that the game gave you. That way, when you kill a mob, it will explode them, but you're gonna run over here. I usually like going to the right side of the wall over here, and we're just gonna run in. You're gonna hit your stealth. You're gonna run in. Keep in mind this outpost is kind of cringe because they can body block you really badly, kind of like this guy. See that? How they can body block you? And you're just gonna hack this, and then look how many mobs that is. That's why I use Thundercage. I just clear them all out really quickly. It can be kind of overwhelming if you are not that built. You're gonna kill the orbs. This boss spawns duplicates of itself. Just try and hit the main boss, and there you go. That's how you're going to do that. You are going to rinse and repeat until you get the pattern to drop, and then we are going to fight this boss. Equip your most powerful Descendant, and we are going to go over there to the Void boss over here. And keep in mind, this is going to take Inorganic and Polymer, so it's just going to spawn these two elites. So you shouldn't have that hard of a time killing them, but of course it's going to be based on your build. And then you're just going to down both of them, and that is it. Then you would just come over here, open the reconstructed device, and then open the pattern. I do not have the pattern that we need, but assuming you do, that's what you would do. We'll roll this one for fun. Give me an energy activator. All right, well, it's okay. And those are going to be your options. You can do the normal one, which is a 6%, but I wouldn't recommend it. The hard outpost is still like a huge drop rate reduction, but it's the next best thing if you can't kill Dead Bride in hard mode. All right, next up, we're going to do the Superfluid. We're going to teleport to the Sterile Land, and we'll go to the classified area. Run around the map and scan. Usually there's one over here that I always grab. Let's see if I get lucky today. And we did. There's some Superfluid. That's how you would do that. It's really easy. You would just, it doesn't have to be in this specific part. You would just run around and loot those munition boxes inside of this map over here in the Sterile Land. And then we're going to move on to Hardeners, which is going to be in Vespers, and we'll go ahead and go to the Ruins. I like this place because it has like a lot of boxes, so you're just gonna grapple up here and you're just gonna open these, and there you go, we got some hardeners. Then we're gonna move on to the specialized biometal. So they did change this up a little bit, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to either do void fusion reactors and or you're going to do the outpost. So you can kind of pick whichever one of these you want to do. I do not want to go through all of the options because that would just take way too long. But basically the one I do, this is the one that I farmed when I was farming with Ultimate Bunny. I'm just going to do this one in Hagios, which is going to be this last one down here. You can pick any of the other options if you want to, but this is how you're going to do it. So you're going to equip Sharon, teleport back. It's completely up to you if you want to hack this. I recommend doing it if you don't have Ultimate Bunny and Ultimate Valby. I already have both of them, but I want to show you guys regardless of how you would do it. So you would just run over here and we're just going to stealth in. I did this outpost like a million times when I was farming for Ultimate Bunny. You are just going to hack these. And we are just going to clear out the ads, and or if you want, you can just focus the boss. And that is it. If you pick up this material, it will give you some specialized biometal. Now that the outpost timers are down to 1 minute, you can consistently do this while you're farming for Ultimate Valby and Ultimate Bunny, and you'll just like, you know, stack them up. If somebody does have a better method for the specialized biometal, maybe one of the other outposts drops more and you've already let me know down in the comments, and I'll let everybody know in a pinned comment that there is a better way to do it. But this is definitely a good way if you're trying to farm for both of those ultimates and the specialized biometal. This is the outpost that I do. If you do have a better method though, you can absolutely tell me. I'm always down to learn. But that's how you would do that. You would just do that, rinse and repeat, and you'll be good to go after you do it a number of times. Moving on, we're going to go to the Luna Spiral Catalyst blueprint. So for this one, what we're looking at is this one is going to be a Void Fusion Reactor, which you're going to go fight a Void boss. This is going to be a 38% drop. So that's really high, that's really good. The hard mode fusion reactor is going to be a 20%. We're gonna ignore this one. And this other one is going to be a 38% as well. So I am going to do the Moonlight Lake option, which is going to be the pattern 15 mutant, and that is going to be over here. The good thing about this one is it has a chance to drop 2 of the pattern 15s. So you see down here, it says pattern 15, and then if you hack it, you get an additional chance to get a second one. So that's what we're gonna go do. Teleport to the Moonlight Lake. Then you're just gonna run over to the outpost and we're gonna go get their ass. Hello, munition box. It would be a shame if I... Oh, thank you very much. All right, then you're gonna come over here and choose your preference. There's a machine right here, so usually I'll come on this side and I will make my way around. You're gonna stealth in. Grapple over here. They are pretty far split, so keep that in mind. Do have those mods built up, the skill extension and maximize duration. It's gonna be this bomb guy, and you are just going to nuke him. It is in normal mode, so you should kill him really quickly. I did not get a pattern drop there, but I do not need anything, so I am just gonna go fight the boss. We are going to teleport over here, and you're just gonna summon this guy. You would obviously use whatever Descendant is your most powerful if you are struggling on Sharon, but this guy's easy for me, so I'm just going to pop them. Then that's pretty much it. You would, assuming you have the 15 mutant in normal mode, you would open the device and roll for it, and you shouldn't have to do this too many times. It is a very high percent chance to drop. It's 38%. The reason why I recommend this one is because the other outpost is a lot harder, so I recommend doing this one. As I said, if you try and do this one, it is going to be much harder because even in normal mode, this boss right here, the rebooted Gramoth, is very tanky, so I do not recommend doing this. Even with my full build, he takes a minute to kill, so I don't recommend doing this one. Do the first one that I showed you. All right, next up we are going to do the Luna code. So for this one, you do have some options here. So the option you're going to want to go for is this first one. However, I know that not a lot of people are going to be able to down hard Swamp Walker. So this is going to be a 32% drop chance. The next option is going to be a 3% drop chance. And then this option is going to be a 10% drop chance. Assuming you cannot down hard Swamp Walker, I'm not going to show that this time because I feel like a lot of people aren't there yet. I'm not going to turn this into a 2-hour video. We're going to go do this one, and we're going to do the 10% chance outpost. Ignore this option. The drop rate's way too low. There's no point in doing this one. It's 3%. It's a waste of time. 10% we can live with if you can't fight that hard boss, so we're going to do this one. That is going to be over here in the Agna Desert, right here. So we're going to teleport here to the storage. Just run over there to the outpost, and we are going to hack it. This one can be a little annoying because it's so open, so if you try and come from this side, sometimes they might see you, like if you're hiding behind here or something, add spawn here. So what I usually do is I'll go right over here behind this, and then I'll just jump in from up here when it's ready. And again, this is one of those patterns that you don't have to hack, but I always hack it. I mean, it's completely up to you. If you don't want to hack it, you don't have to, but I always do. You're gonna jump in and then hack the power units. Clear out the ads. They can be a little overwhelming if you don't kill them. Make sure you are using Sharon's stealth, that way you do get the stealth bonus damage. Aim for his head. Gonna spawn the orbs, and you're gonna kill those. And then you're gonna nuke them down. And there you go. And assuming you got the pattern 90 mutant, which I did not, but I'm still just going to show the boss, it is going to summon these elite trackers and slayers. So you're going to kill the slayers first because they are more squishy. After you down these guys, you are going to go work on the trackers. Remember to use your stealth. I kind of messed up by not equipping Bunny for this one, but yeah, you want to equip your most powerful Descendant because these trackers do have a lot of HP. And I am out of ammo, so I'm going to die on purpose to refresh my ammo. I really wish they would put like support droids next to these outposts. I don't feel like they give you enough ammo, but regardless, you're just gonna kill him and the fight will be over. If you are struggling, make sure to set your world to public. People are fighting this boss all the time. Then you would just open the reconstructed device and roll for your chance. And that's basically it with the Luna code. As I said, the top option obviously is going to be the best option, but I know a lot of people can't do this, so this is going to be your next best option. And after that, you have officially unlocked Luna. Congratulations. Then you would go over and research her, and you are good to go.
Drop the beat.
And then you would just jam out. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, guys. That is how you are going to unlock Luna. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. If I did help you out, please consider dropping a sub. I am Samix Plays. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you very much. Peace.